In the first video, we learned exactly what a Sabaki was. In the second, we learned when, why, and how to use it. In the third one, we looked at what we could do after a successful Sabaki. In this final one, we'll look at 5 strings that you should Sabaki. So by the end of this video, you should be more than ready to surprise your opponent with a 90+ reduction in health. I'm the unknown Feng. And welcome to my channel.
How does surprise feel? Imagine it now. Intensified feelings of what? And of wow. Something unexpected happens that may make you smile. You freeze for a second, a minute, a while, and it makes us feel alive. You're a child once again, full of wonder and awe, delight in the mystery that leads you from the floor. Your mind is awake and searching for clues. Perception shifts as you ache to spread the news, and it makes us feel alive.
From Japan, a master of Kasama-style martial arts, Asuka Kasama!
Usually, Asuka is the one using attack reversals to interrupt the player's offense. Now, it's time for some payback. Her jab whiplash and jab uppercut extensions are quite easy to time. Now this is unfortunate for her because she needs those jabs to go into a 3-way mix-up. So using your Sabaki at the 2 can really put an end to that confusion. Now it is important to note that she can mix up those jabs with the low poke. Now I hate this move as well, so hitting that 1+2 before her 1+2 extension is a great way to get that combo party started. But I actually recommend mastering your Sabaki skills against her falling tower. This string is so annoying and Asuka players tend to abuse it way too much. Maybe because the second part is extremely safe at -2. Now I recommend using a Sabaki to catch her off guard and give her 91 things to think about next time she's ready to abuse this string.
A demonic fighter with a hunger for power, Devil Jin!
Jin has finally given in to his dark side, and in his devil form, he has limited power and an extremely annoying attack string at the wall. Even though it was designed as a mid-homing move, out in the open you can sidestep it right and avoid the final attack. And there were always times when you can do the same at the wall, but you always run the risk of getting clipped. A nicely wrapped Sabaki will get you off the wall and back in the game. However, fair warning is the laser scrapper extension. But I actually recommend practicing your Sabaki against the second part of his forward 1+2. It's another homing move at the wall that has a bound extension. It's also -12 on blocks, so you'll see this thrown out a lot more often, especially when your back is to the wall. Now fair warning is that it can be cancelled. However, it rarely is. Next time you come across a Devil Jin player spamming this, hit him with the Sabaki and change his mind on what safe really means.
The almighty wrestler from Mexico, King!
Tekken's best grappler loves setting up moves to get in close for a devastating throw game. I'll go in reverse this time. Try your Sabaki against King's 1+2-1. Luchador loves to abuse this move because of his wall bounce attributes. It is -13, so anything up to his shoulder is okay, but that severely limits you. With a well-timed Sabaki, you can get at least 30+ more in damage. Now we know that King is all about moving in with plus frames to implement his throw game mix-up, and these two are the easiest Sabaki to set up in the game, but they're also risky. The first is his capital punch. It's quite easy to interrupt, sidestep, or even block, but King players love the plus frames and the throw mix-up that it provides. Now if you really want to challenge yourself, parry his burning knuckle. This isn't unblockable, but if you're able to land the Sabaki, you are guaranteed to knock the winds of their offense.
master from the USA, Paul Phoenix!
The One Punch Man of Tekken has tons of devastating punches, elbows, and shoulders, yet it is his Phoenix Smasher that he's well known for. His Death Fist usually comes out from his quarter circle forward form, but he also has a few other ways to deliver powerful punch mids. One of them comes in the form of his down 1-2. Out in the open you can sidestep it, or on block you can shoulder it, but at the wall you have the option of using a Sabaki if your opponent is feeling overly confident. The only reason why I can't give it my blessing is that as you climb up higher in rank, down 1 is often used as a poke. His Lion Tamer string is probably the easiest string to hit with the Sabaki, but it can be rare to see this in matches, which means that you may miss it if you're not ready for it. Now you have my blessing to try his while standing 1+2 Sabaki against back 2-1. Because it leaves you in a crouch, a lot of Paul players are extremely confident and willing to throw out that second string. You can go for a while standing 4, but personally, I feel that if you can use this while standing 1+2, you are raising your damage output by over 30 hit points. Now the string that I personally recommend taking out with the Sabaki is the 3-2. This is used quite often as a setup because the second part is a high punch that leaves you at -3. You can duck it and go for a while standing launch, but that may make them less willing to complete the attack string. Personally, I prefer using your Sabaki as an answer to their setup.
From Japan, the tormented master of karate, Jin Kazama!
Tekken's version of Luke Skywalker is pretty versatile. He's very similar to Feng in addition to having many Mishima tools. Now in regards to his strings, I'm usually confident when dealing with them. Some of them can be ducked or interrupted, but his Evil Intent is a string that I've always seen Jin players throughout from First Dan to Tekken God Omega with Reckless Abandonment. And this exponentially raises Feng's chances when his back is to the wall. When preparing for a Sabaki against that third string, it's a great way to stop that confidence and turn the tides. And there we have it, the end of the Sabaki saga. This was fun, and I think I'm one of the Fangs out there that has a firm grasp of this technique. Maybe it's the only thing that I do well with Fang, but hopefully all of you out there will see the potential and tide-turning damage that a successful Sabaki can have. Not to even mention that the psychological damage rivals Asuka's attack reversals. Thank you again for watching this video. God bless you all, and Feng Wei, out.
Tiger.